Trinity B1 ISC1 4 Skills Test, SELT Secure English Language Tests, B1 English Test ISC1, Skilled Worker, Health and Care Worker, Scale-Up Worker, Student Visas.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. So now let's get started with our lesson for today. And I want you to discuss the PDF that you've solved. I'm going to share the screen and we'll solve it together. Did you
Yes.
check your answers by yourself, or is it just a guess that 20 answers are correct?
No, I checked him. That's why I'm saying that out of 20, I think 10 to 12 answers were right,
Mm-hmm.
and about 7, 8 were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can go through again the same one if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
So just basically, all I need to know is the basic concept of reading and writing. So we can go through. You can send me like few more of these, so I can just do practice. So that will be helpful for me. Although it will be very hard for me to do tomorrow. Today I had guests, to be honest, and I sent them on their own. I said, if you won't mind, if you go out, they all went for like just for chill and all them. So I said I couldn't go. Sorry about that. And tomorrow I know that it would be a very busy day for me, and I'm very much doubted that I would have some time to do the practice. So that's why if you can send me few more of these thingies, so I can do some practice maybe later on tonight, because the time I come back from work, it's about 7, 8 o'clock. And especially to do a very long hours by 10, 12 hours is not easy to concentrate and all that.
I understand, sir. Okay, so what we are going to do right now, sir, I want you to learn with me the pattern of the test. Okay, I'm sure you can get into the details yourself, but let me just teach you how to do writing and what to do with each question type. All right.
Are we doing writing first or reading?
We're going to do reading first. Okay. On top, you have some instructions for the exam, as you might have read that, like 2 hours for the exam, what to write, what not to write. And then they have given you this time distribution as well, that how you can distribute your time. Well, you don't have to follow it. You can just spend an hour on reading, an hour on writing. Some people are good readers and they are bad writers. Depends what you are bad at. If you feel that you're good at reading, then you might save most of your time for writing. Okay. And as you read this is about, being a tour guide, and you solved this. Out of 15, what was your score for section 1?
Okay, section 1.
Long text reading.
Section 1 out of 5, my only one question was right. Number B, sir, 1 to 5, and just B, number 2.
Okay.
Rest was wrong.
Okay. Now, sir, the point is this, that matching the title is the hardest one. Okay. So I would not want you to start with question 1 to 5. When you're solving the text, go with question 6 to 10 first, because are easier to identify, and you can get 4 to 5 score in this very easily. I'm sure what was your score, 6 to 10?
I had only one wrong one. Rest all good.
Yeah. So when you will take your exam, first you'll solve 6 to 10.
Oh, all right.
Okay. After that, you can move to fill in the blanks, fill in the gaps. Now, remember, this is just like complete the sentence. Okay. You have to first, it is not like fill in the blank from a full paragraph. No. It is like complete the sentence. Whatever you need to do, you need to first identify what sentence is that. Sentence is something that starts from one point and ends at the other one, right? And in between that, there should be some missing information that you need to complete. Like, for example, what was your score for 11 to 15?
Okay, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 was right and 1 was wrong.
Absolutely, then there's nothing to be worried about. Then this one was wrong. Match the title.
The first one, the 1 to 5 was only the first one. The second one was right. Rest of them were wrong.
I want you to read paragraph 1 for me aloud, please.
Okay, that's all right.
Read,
I'm
please.
not too old. I can see.
Mhm.
Okay. For a lot of young people, being a tour guide seems to be an ideal way to make money. You visit wonderful places and meet interesting people. It's almost like a paid holiday with no expenses. In reality, of course, it can be tiring, boring, and stressful having to solve all the problems and deal with the demands of the people who have paid money for your services.
As you can see here, sir, this is what some people think, that it is a beautiful, ideal job and it is like a paid holiday, but reality is different. So they're not sure about it. So the answer is the perfect job question mark. The question mark puts it in.
Okay, yeah. You're right. Yeah, I could not concentrate on the question mark. This is what it was in my mind, and but I couldn't notice about the question mark.
Beautiful. Now go with paragraph 3, please.
Okay, should I leave the second one?
Yeah, because you had the correct answer, so let's not.
Yeah. That was okay. The number 3 one is this need has led to a new kind of tour guide becoming popular. These people, sometimes called step-on guides, live in the area and have local knowledge. They don't take the place of the normal guide. Their job is just temporary, stepping onto the tour bus and taking visitors to unusual places and providing the kind of information that regular tour guides can't offer.
Okay, so what can you see in this? There are two new type of uh, tour guide that is called a step-on guide. And that person has special knowledge about the area. The regular guide is still there, but they are special guides. So a guide with a difference. F. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Because step-on guide is different than a regular guide on the basis of the local knowledge that they have. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, now move to the paragraph 4.
Being a step-on guide can give you all the fun of being a tour guide without all the problems. I really enjoy it. Say, Enrique, a university student who became a step-on guide in his home city of Valencia in Spain 2 years ago. It's best not to think of it as just a job. Of course, the extra money is useful, but mainly it's a great way to meet people and give them an introduction to your town or city.
Okay, so sir, this guy Enrique, he is a step-on guide, and he talks about the benefits of the job. One, he says that okay, money is good, but I think the best part of the job is like meeting people, right? So he talks about what are the good points, positive aspects of the job. Enrique is a guy, he's a step-on guy.
Yeah.
You will write in here advantages of the job.
Okay.
Money and
These
meeting.
are the advantages of the job.
Mm.
Hmm.
Paragraph 5, please.
Being a successful step-on guide depends on getting to know what travelers really want. Enrique has learned this from experience. To me, my customers are more like students than tourists, but I never lecture them. That's very important because they are normally very well educated people. I don't want them just to take in whatever I say. I prefer them to have an active experience meeting local people and asking questions.
Yeah. So what does this say?
Yeah, being a successful step-on guide depends on getting to know what travelers really want. Basically, what he's saying that just being a successful tour guide, that we should know that what our basically like as a salesman, I should say that what's the customers need, what the travelers need, what they really want from us. So Enrique is saying basically that he has learned from his experience. So what he's saying that for me, customers are like my students, not tourists. But he's saying that I never try to teach them, and it's important that they are all very well educated people, and they just don't want to take in whatever I say. So basically, they have their own opinions, and they think themselves what is right and what is wrong.
Hmm.
So in the end, he says that I prefer them to have an active experience. So all he wants, Enrique, all he wants that they should is travelers, the tourists, the people, they should do some practical experience with the people, meeting local people and asking questions. If they ask the questions to the local people themselves, so they would know better. They would know more what I would tell them and what I would teach them.
Beautiful, sir. Understand the text so well. So we have some options in here. The option 1 is apologies. See, he has become a better tour guide with experience, you know. So it is E, becoming a better step-on guide, right?
What is the tip to solve these kind of questions?
The
Like,
tip is
I
that
know I could understand all that, but if there is any kind of tip, if you could give me, I would be really grateful that I mean, I can understand, I know what they are saying and all that, but there should be like, you are a teacher, you have been teaching this ESOL and all that. So if you could give me some kind of tip with that, that how should I just pick the word?
well, sir, the first thing is this: as you started solving it, all the paragraphs look very similar. It's very hard to tell them apart. You know, that is the biggest problem. Okay, so that's why it is so important to read them like once or twice before you start doing match the heading. Okay, that's why I would suggest that solve 6 to 10 first, because that'll be your first read. And then move to 11 to 15 because that'll be your second read. Okay, and while you'll be reading for the third time, I'm very sure, if not 100%, but I'm very sure that 70% you will get it. Then which paragraph talks about what aspect,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
Now, the problems of tourism, they have not talked about it. So we will not use this information anywhere. A new
Yeah.
type of tourist, it makes sense because they call themselves travelers. It is all connected with the paragraph. The only issue is this, that when you start solving it after the first read, all passages look the same. Okay, you cannot tell that this paragraph is telling me some different information. Like, for example, if we talk about your business of selling fruits, and there might be some clauses. I know this is about AJA production, but apologies, production or produce. Then definitely, paragraph 1 is about how you deal with your customers. Paragraph 2 is about how do you get the things in transit. Paragraph 3 is about Actually, it is about AJ business, but each paragraph tells about different aspects of it, of that.
Right, quite right you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I hope so. You can once you will read it. I mean, reading it the third time will give you a hint automatically that this is the thing, that you need to do. We are not expecting 100%. You just need 15 marks out of 30 to pass.
Why not 100%?
Oh,
I
well,
believe that I should go for 110% so I could get 100%.
well, sir, the point is that some people are not good readers and they don't enjoy like finding information like that because again, it's a task. So I'm just telling you that you can just do your best and even 15 marks are passing marks in this, right?
I
So,
always believe the challenging situations, that I believe that I can handle the challenging situation more better than the easy ones.
oh,
That's what I believe. And uh, hopefully, maybe day after tomorrow, once I get the results, and if we get connected again, I will let you know the scores.
definitely. I'm sure that while you solve the next page, it'll be way better. Okay, then what about 16 to 20?
Yeah.
What is your answer for 16? What was your score in
16.
section 16 to 20?
Okay, 16 to 20 were all good, all right.
Wow, very brilliant. And what about 21 to 25?
No, I haven't tried yet.
We can do it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
why not?
Hold on, let me display. You can read each statement and tell me if it's true or false. We'll start off with statement A. Please read statement A, please.
Okay. Swimming is the better than running because more oxygen reaches your muscles. That is true.
That is true. You can write A in here. Okay, further.
Okay. The next, you need to control your breathing more in running than swimming. Okay. For that, okay, let me just read out quickly. Can I read out this paragraph?
Yes, of course.
If you are looking for a new regular exercise routine, perhaps you can try swimming. There are lot of reasons why we think swimming is the best exercise. The four swimming style exercise all of the muscles in your body. It is a great activity as there is more breath control compared to running, and this increases the oxygen in your body, causing your muscles to work harder. Unlike running, swimming does not cause so much damage to joints such as knee and ankle. You don't need do not need any special equipment. You only need a swimming costume, cap, and goggles. Why not go to your local swimming pool today? Okay. Well, that's a bit kind of inspiration paragraph. It's been more than 6 weeks. I have not been to my gym, you know. So hopefully by tomorrow I will start going again.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
So can you see
Yes.
control your breathing more in running than swimming? Is that true?
No, that's not true.
That's not true. That is not true. Okay. So you will write in here.
What should I write here? Because I couldn't understand this. So I should write B in that. But if you just check, the thing is, they said that just write down true statements.
Yes.
So it means that we would not write this, would we?
No, we will not write. We read C.
Yeah. Okay. So see, Pipa does not. Pipa doesn't go to the gym as often as she wants to.
Yeah.
Often she wants to. Okay. Okay, Pipa, I try to get to the gym at least 3 times a week, but if I'm busy, I only go once a week. I listen to music while using the running machine for 40 minutes. I have really good pair of trainers. Sometimes I do the aerobics classes too. Okay, so Pipa doesn't go to the gym as often as she wants to. So, uh, well, that's not true.
That is true, sir. Rupa doesn't go to the gym as often as she wants because she wants to go to the gym a lot, but she doesn't.
Oh,
She says that I try to get to the gym at least 3 times a week, but if I'm busy, I only go once a week, right? So
okay.
basically, she doesn't go to the gym as often as she wants to because, one time in a week.
Once a week. Okay. Okay. So that's a true statement.
That is true. We're going to write C in here. Okay. D now.
Okay. So D. Sunny thinks diet is less important than exercise. Diet is less important. Okay. Sunny thinks. So that means that we would have to read the Sunny's statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sunny, Chris, it's important to exercise as well as taking care of what you eat. You feel much better after exercising. That means that Sunny thinks diet is less important. Uh, is important to no, that's not true.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. So that means that we would not write that because he thinks that the diet is important. Okay, so now we will read E for elephant. Sally thinks walking is a good way to meet new people. Okay, Sally. Sally is, I think it's next one, isn't it? Okay, where is Sally? Sally thinks walking is a good way to meet new people. Sally is here. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Let me just quickly read the paragraph. Hi, Gil. I went walking in the countryside yesterday with a local walking group. There were many people of all different ages, so I have already made a lot of new friends. We walked about 12 kilometers and we had a picnic lunch on top West Hill. The view from there was great. I recently read that walking in the countryside is healthier than more intense exercise, such as running, playing football, or volleyball. If you walk for 4 hours a week, you might burn more calories than going to the gym twice a week. I think walking in the fresh air also help people feel calmer than other forms of keeping fit. Why don't you come with me for a long walk next Sunday? You just need a pair of walking boots, Sally. So Sally thinks walking is a good way to meet new people. That's true. Yeah.
Sir, next.
Okay. So now F for Foxtrot. Sally says that going to the gym is better than walking in the countryside. That's wrong. That's not true.
No.
Okay.
Sally thinks walking is a good way to meet new people. Sir, you need to reconsider it from text 3. Text C.
Okay, 1 second. So you're talking about E for elephant, right?
Done. Apologies, I'm so sorry. Yeah, E is already done. Now you're talking about
Yes.
F, right?
F. F for Foxtrot. Okay, Sally says that going to the gym is better
Oh,
than walking in the countryside. So this is not true.
false. It is false. She says walking is better in countryside. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
Good job. Good job. Okay, now G and H.
Okay, G, in 2012, most people did enough exercise. Okay, so in 2012, 31% of adults worldwide did not do enough exercise in 2012. So here it says in 2012, most people did enough exercise, which is not true. So G is not true.
Okay, sir. Look, in 12, most people have exercise. This is 2012's graph, and you know, as a graph is always out of 100%, right? They have given us the percentage for people who did not exercise, that is 31%. And if you minus out of 131, that makes 69%.
All right.
This means that 69% did enough exercise because 31% did not do enough exercise.
Or 31% did not do enough exercise. Yes, yes, we have to uh, just concentrate on the tricky words. We
Yeah,
have to, yeah,
good.
open our mind. You're right. So that's true. So that means that G.
Just a little bit of math, sir. Nothing else.
Mm, no, I'm good in maths.
I know that, sir. You're very good.
Right.
Okay.
So on number 24 is G for golf, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Now the last one is H for hotel. Okay. The number of people not doing exercise will fall more in the UK than the USA by 2030. So here it says the number of people not doing exercise dropped 20%, may fall 15% more by 2030. So the number of people not doing exercise will fall more in the UK.
Yeah, in the people did not doing exercise will fall more in the UK. Yes, 15% in the UK,
15%, yeah. So that's true.
14%. So
That's
definitely,
14%, yeah. H for hotel,
Hmm.
yeah,
So this is fine. All right. Now
yeah.
we're gonna move to the last part, that is complete the summary. Let's have a look at it. Okay, sir, this is very easy. It is just that completing the missing information with exact number, word, or phrase. All right, like for example, the first passage says swimming. What does it say?
Swimming.
So there are certain parts in here, gives all muscles in body a total workout. Okay. Needs good blank. Now, needs good what?
Needs good in 1 second.
Connected
Increase oxygen.
oxygen and muscles work harder.
Yeah. So all we need 1 second. Yeah, there's 1 second. All you need a good swimming costume, cap, and goggles.
Yes.
Is this correct?
No, sir. Needs good blank. This increases oxygen, so muscle work harder. So the muscles work harder. I'm going to highlight the area for you where the answer is. Because first you need to look for the keywords. And this increases Need good, there is more breath control compared to running. So this increases oxygen in your body, keeping your muscles to work harder. Can you see that? It's the same information that is given in there, but they have paraphrased it. So what would you put in the blank? Needs good what?
Needs
Increases oxygen, so muscles work harder. What do you need? Can you read this sentence?
Okay, it's a great activity as there is more breath control compared to running. And this increases the oxygen in your body, causing your muscles to work harder. So that means that needs good swimming.
No, sir. Let the topic. What do you need? More what? Needs good.
It's a great activity as there is more breath control compared to running, and this increased oxygen needs good dash. This needs good. Okay, I
Breath, sir, needs good breath control. And this
okay,
is oxygen in your body. So you would just write in here breath control.
breath control. Okay,
Okay.
breath control. Okay.
And less blank to knees and ankles. Now, this is knees and ankles already mentioned in here. So, because they're talking about swimming, so swimming doesn't cause so much damage to joints such as knees and ankles.
Yeah. So less swimming. Correct.
Less swimming to sir, swimming is the. How can somebody give you the same thing that is already given on top? That can never be the blank.
Oh, I think it's less running.
In the same sentence, sir.
Unlike running.
Hold on. It says swimming does not means no, less. Okay, this means less. Does not cost so much. When you say does not cost so much, this means less, isn't it?
Less. Yeah. That's correct.
Blank. They've already mentioned they did not mention the word joints here, but they have given examples of joints, knees and ankles. So less damage to knees and ankles.
All right. It looks very
Easy, very easy. Just
yeah.
I'm not hard for you. Okay. Now we are talking about gym in here. They have mentioned a couple of activities in here like running, 1, lifting weights, 2. You need to find the third activity that might be missing information from this point, Peppa to Alex.
Okay. So I try to get to the gym at least 3 times a week. If I'm busy, I only go once a week listening to the music. So that means running is here, lifting weight is here, aerobic classes. I do the aerobic classes.
Aerobics classes. That's what you're going to write in here, okay?
Yeah.
You understand it. That's the missing information part here. Okay, you know what aerobics classes will get in here.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Okay, now we're gonna move to walking, okay?
Yeah.
Walking from text C.
Can be a very social friendly activity, can dash than more intense exercise. So I went walking in the countryside yesterday, a local walking group. There were many people, all of them for different ages. I already made lots of friends. We walked about 12 kilometers and we had picnic lunch on top of West Hill. The view from there was great. I wish recently read walking in the countryside is healthier than more intense exercise. Okay, here can be very friendly activity can be healthier than here we can write down healthier than more intense exercise.
Can be healthier.
Yeah.
Healthier. The person, although in the answer, the apologies, in the paragraph, we can see that they have written recently I read that walking in the countryside is healthier than more intense exercise. So can is healthier is wrong because because of can you have to say can be healthier. Because you know that B is the form from where you originate is am and are, right?
True.
So in English, so in here, the meaning is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Can be healthier will come in here. Last one now. Fewer people will exercise in blank.
Fewer people will exercise in okay 2015 fewer people will exercise not 20% between 1965 and 2015 may force even more.
You have to a year will come in here.
Yeah, in the middle, the UK one. Fewer people will exercise in 2015 than in 2015. Fewer people. 15% more.
Fewer people will exercise in 2030 than in 2030. Because again, a little bit of math is given in here. If you add 20 plus 15, that is 35, right? So in here also, if it was 32% in 2015, you can add 14% more into it, and that'll be 46%. So definitely fewer people will exercise in 2030 than in 2015, because in 2015, that percentage was different, lesser.
Yeah, it was 32, and but they're asking about 2030, so already 14% were more. So we will have to add it up.
Good. Very.
Okay.
So I'm really happy that you understand it. I mean, like, it's fine. Okay, now most important part. I have just 20 minutes to tell you everything about writing. I'm going to write everything in front of you.
Is that the end of reading?
That's the end of reading, sir.
Okay, 30 questions. So there will be 30 questions for reading.
Yep, there will be 30 questions for reading.
Okay.
Okay, now let's try to move to writing because once you have to solve a complete paper yourself.